Alright guys, as I told you yesterday, I was not going to be here today, so I thought I would make these videos so we can still get something done productively. What I want you to do before we get started, you have two parts. You have a part that looks like this, and a part that looks like this. I need you to glue this part to the top of your page, and this one right below it. And then I need you to fold along those dotted lines, so that you can put the words addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division onto those parts. So go ahead and glue that on, pause the video, and glue this top part on. But only glue here. I want you to only glue here so that this is a flap. I need this to be a flap. So glue only right here where I'm coloring right now. Glue right here. Then I want you to write addition and show a plus sign. Write subtraction, show a subtraction sign. Write multiplication, and I did all three different kinds of multiplication symbols. Then I want you to do a division symbol, write division and show a division symbol. And next we'll get started on what I want to see on the top flap. So again, pause the video and make sure you get all of that information written down. And let's look at our next slide. So here, I have a few different things I want you to write down where it says solving one-step equations. We're going to do a couple different example problems right up here. 7 times x equals 21. 7 is what is called a constant. X is what is called a variable. Then with multiplication, there isn't any actual sign here, but the operation is multiply. We'll do another example right over here. X plus 9 equals 12. Have an addition operation. X is still the variable. And 9 is a constant. We'll come over here, we'll do x minus 7 equals 10. Subtraction would be our operation. X is still the variable. And 7 would be the constant. Give yourself more room than what I'm giving you. I am constrained by the size of the board. Then we have 12 equals x over 12. We again have a constant. An operation, in this case division, and a variable. Give you a second more to get all of that copied down. If you need to, pause the video to write the rest of this down. This is where that addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division were written. Again, if you need more time, go ahead and pause this video and finish filling out this page. Looking at the next page, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. And our goal is going to be to isolate the variable. And the procedure to isolate the variable, the way that we are going to do this is we have to determine what operation is occurring between the variable and the constant. Then do the inverse operation of what is between the constant and the variable. To each side of the equation. And so we're going to look at the addition process of that first. In the inverse operation of addition, it's subtraction. I'm making a very big subtraction sign right here, just to show that it's big. Color it in, make it your own. And so we are doing the opposite operation between the constant and the variable. It says plus 4, we are going to do minus 4. Minus 4. And again, whatever I do to one side, I have to do to each side of the equation. That's why we put this line there. It helps us remind us that whatever we do on one side, we do to the other. These 4's get rid of each other. They cancel out. And then left with x equals 7 minus 4, which is 3. Looking here, this is a little bit of a tricky one with subtraction. The inverse operation of subtraction is addition. And this says negative 2 plus x equals 12. But that negative 2 is what we're actually trying to get rid of. And the opposite of a negative 2 would be a positive 2. The 2's cancel out. I'm left with x equals 12 plus 2, which is 14. Multiplication, the inverse operation, is division. So looking here, the multiplication says 24 equals negative 8x. I'm doing the opposite operation, that is connecting the negative 8 and the x. So I have to divide out and away the negative 8. When I do it to one side, I do it to the other. The negative 8's cross out over here, and I'm left with x equals 24 divided by negative 8. which gives me -3. And our last example for today, the inverse operation of division would be multiplication. It's indicated by a dot, an asterisk, or an X. In this case, when we are using variables, though, it will be either the dot or the asterisk. So we have X divided by 6 equals 5. I need to get rid of that constant of 6 by multiplying, but if I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other. The 6's will cancel out, and I'm left with X equals 5 times 6, which is 30. There's a 8-problem assignment that goes along with this video. Please go ahead and stop this video. You are done with this video for now, and you will begin working through those 8 problems, and then you will look at another video. All right, good luck, guys. See you on Monday.